Myles Martin, you wrapped up U23 World Championships today. Talk about your tournament overall, how you felt about the way you wrestled.
It was a different experience for sure. Just wrestling foreigners, they just got different feels. It's my first time competing overseas and just against foreigners in general. So I was a little nervous coming into the tournament, but really excited just to compete, just to have the opportunity to compete. And I thought I wrestled pretty decent. My first match felt good, got a little tired at the end, and then gave up some points, the momentum shifted a little bit, but finished the match, which was nice. And the second match, which is the one I lost against Mongolia, it was hard to get to his legs, and I was having trouble kind of like starting my attack. And Terrell talking about it, a bunch of other coaches talking about it as well, just because I was looking for the perfect shot. So like a lot of times if you're looking for that, it'd take a while to get to it instead of just setting up and going. So yeah, that was a couple of things I took away. Wrote a lot of stuff in my notes as well, just to kind of just assess a little bit.
What made it so tough to get to his legs?
He was short, he was pretty strong, and I felt a little weird in the hand fight. The way he was hand fighting, it was just something I wasn't used to. Obviously, he's a foreigner. I don't really wrestle those kind of people a lot, but it was just hard. His ankles seemed like they were kind of far, and then I would drag, and then they would be gone. But I think if I would have just shot more, if I would have just generated more motion instead of just taking one shot, come back up to my feet, just try to make him move a little bit more too.
You mentioned first tournament overseas. How was everything away from wrestling? I mean, did acclimation and food and all that stuff?
Yeah, you don't really realize it. There's a lot that goes into it. We got here like Wednesday night, like late. Our flight got delayed from Munich to here, and the food wasn't that great. I wasn't used to it, so like it was kind of going through me. And just sleep, just trying to get used to the sleep. It was a 7-hour difference. Romania's ahead 7 hours, so just little things like that. I never think about it just because I'm so used to just competing. Not really trying to put excuses out there, just trying to make it about the wrestling, but it does kind of affect you a little bit, and you don't really think about it, like I said, and the coaches are kind of talking about it too, just like the conditions we're under just from competing. So, but it's wrestling. You gotta do what you gotta do. So,
with this being your first international tournament, you kind of had to play the waiting game to see if you would get pulled back in. What does that feel like for an athlete?
It was weird. I told Terrell it was weird too, because he was like, because I got to make weight as well the next day, a little heavy, and then it's just like I'm rooting for the Mongolian to win, which is weird too. So it was just different. It's a different feel, but it's good that I got to experience it just to kind of test the waters a little bit. So it was cool, but definitely different. Not used to it. Just wrestle so many college tournaments, and like college guys, you just kind of get a feel of who they are and their personality and their kind of style of wrestling. Whereas you come over here, you don't know who anyone is, especially being new to just the international wrestling. You don't really know who they are, and the good thing about it is they don't know who you are as well. So that's another advantage too. So yeah.
What's the plan going back then? Are you right back into the fire, or you get a day or two, or what's next week look like for you?
So we get back Monday night around like 7. If everything goes well, I have class on Tuesday, and then we have Thanksgiving break, and then I believe Vegas is coming up. Not totally sure if Colin and I are going to wrestle in it, but we're just right back at it. So yeah.